My precious child, do not move. Do not scroll past this message, for it is not a coincidence that you have found yourself in my presence at this very second. I have paused the rhythm of the universe and silenced the noise of the world just so you could hear my whisper speaking directly into your soul. You have been searching for a sign, a glimmer of hope in the thick darkness that has surrounded you lately, and here I am. I have seen the way you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, and I have heard the silent screams of your spirit when you thought no one was listening. This is your divine appointment, a sacred summons from the throne of grace. You are here because I have called you by name. The exhaustion that has clouded your vision is about to be lifted, and the heavy rain that has been flooding your heart for so long is coming to a final, definitive halt. I am the beginning and the end, and I am telling you that the season of your sorrow is transitioning into the season of your strength. You have not been forgotten. You have been prepared for something far greater than the pain you are currently enduring. I know you have been waiting for a breakthrough, and I know you have been tempted to give up. I have watched you walk through the fire, and I have seen that you are still standing, though you feel weak. But know this, my power is made perfect in your weakness. Before I unfold the mysteries of the blessing I am preparing for you, and before I reveal the strategy to overcome the enemies who have stood in your way, I want you to make a choice of faith. Do not let this moment pass you by in silence. If you feel my spirit moving within you, if you feel that shiver of recognition that these words are for you alone, then join this family of the chosen ones. Press the like button on this video and subscribe to this channel as a testimony that you are aligning your spirit with mine. This is not just a digital act, it is a spiritual declaration that you are claiming your place in my kingdom. Type, "I am here, Lord," or 707 in the comments right now to signify that your heart is open and your ears are ready to hear the secrets I'm about to whisper to you. By doing so, you are opening the windows of heaven and inviting my light to flood every dark corner of your life. You are the chosen one, and your journey has been marked by trials because your light is a threat to the darkness. I have seen the nights you spent wondering why the path has been so steep and why the battles have been so fierce. It is because I have placed a treasure inside of you that the world cannot understand. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a victor in training. Every tear you have shed has been collected in my bottle, and every prayer you thought went unanswered was actually a seed being planted in the fertile soil of my perfect timing. I'm about to do a new thing in your life, something so sudden and so powerful that those who doubted you will stand in awe of my favor upon you. But you must stay still and listen. I am the master of the storm, and I am speaking peace over your life right now. The waves may be high, but I am the one who walks upon them. Trust me, for I did not bring you this far to leave you. Your destiny is calling, and tonight the gates of your restoration are swinging wide open. You're on the verge of a miracle that will leave you breathless, but first you must release the tension in your heart and let my peace wash over you like a gentle stream. Would you like me to proceed to chapter 2 and reveal the physical burdens I am lifting from your weary body? My precious one, I want you to take a deep, slow breath right now. Feel the air enter your lungs, that is my breath of life sustained within you. I have seen the way your body has been trembling under the weight of things you were never meant to carry alone. I have watched you as you moved through your days, putting on a brave face for the world, while your very bones felt heavy with the fatigue that sleep cannot fix. I see the tension that has taken up residence in your neck and shoulders, a physical manifestation of the worries you have been cradling. I have seen the sudden, sharp headaches that strike when the pressure of your responsibilities becomes too much to bear. You have been pushing yourself to the brink, running on empty, trying to be everything for everyone, and I have seen the toll it has taken on your physical temple. Your eyes are weary, not just from lack of rest, but from looking for a way out that you cannot yet see. I know the feeling of your heart racing in the middle of the night, and I know the way your limbs feel like lead when you first wake up, wondering how you will find the strength to face another day. I was there in those moments when your strength failed you and you had to lean against the wall just to catch your breath. I saw you when you clutched your chest, feeling the tightness of anxiety constricting your ribs. You are not imagining this pain, and you are not weak for feeling it. Your body is a vessel, and for too long you have allowed it to be battered by the storms of this world. But I am the great physician, and I am stepping into your physical space right now to bring a supernatural alignment. I am touching those areas of chronic pain that the doctors cannot fully explain. I am soothing the nervous system that has been stuck in a state of constant alarm. I see the digestive issues born of stress, the skin that flares up when your soul is unsettled, and the exhaustion that seems to seep into your very marrow. I am here to tell you that this season of physical depletion is ending. I am pouring my restorative oil over your head, letting it flow down to the soles of your feet to mend what is broken and to strengthen what has been worn thin by the friction of life. Listen to my voice as it vibrates through your being. You do not have to carry the heavy load anymore. I have seen the way you have neglected your own needs to serve others, and while your heart is noble, your body is crying out for my touch. I am the one who knitted you together in your mother's womb, and I know every nerve, every cell, and every fiber of your being. I am releasing a wave of healing energy into your bloodstream right now to wash away the toxins of cortisol and fear. I'm quieting the internal noise that keeps your muscles tight even when you try to relax. I want you to visualize my hand resting gently on the top of your head, easing the pressure that has been building behind your eyes. I am the God who gives power to the faint and increases the strength of those who have no might. Tonight, as you listen to these words, I am preparing a bed of peace for you, where your body can finally surrender to the deep, restorative sleep it has been craving for months. You are a chosen one, and your body is the instrument through which my glory will be revealed. This is why the enemy has sought to weary you physically, to make you too tired to fulfill the purpose I have placed before you. But his tactics are failing. I am renewing your youth like the eagles. I am putting a new spring in your step and a light back into your eyes. You will look in the mirror soon and see a radiance that was not there before, a glow that comes from a soul and body that are finally in harmony with my will. Believe that as I speak, the healing has already begun. The heaviness is lifting, the pain is receding, and a warmth is spreading through your limbs. You are being rebuilt from the inside out, not by your own effort, but by my sovereign grace. Receive this physical touch now, for I am the Lord who heals you. My child, there are tears you have cried that no human eye has ever seen. I was there in the quiet of your room when you turned your face into the pillow so no one would hear your sobs. I was there in the driver's seat of your car when you had to pull over because the weight of your emotions suddenly became too heavy to navigate. I have seen the way you wipe your eyes quickly before walking into a room, putting on a mask of strength so that others wouldn't worry or judge. You have carried the secret pain of feeling invisible even when you are surrounded by people. You have asked me in the middle of the night if I see you, if I care about the ache that seems to have no name. I am here to tell you that every single drop of salt and sorrow that has fallen from your eyes has been caught in my hands. Not one has been wasted. I have counted them all, and I am turning those tears into the very water that will nourish the seeds of your future joy. You are not too sensitive or weak for feeling this way. You are a soul that feels deeply because you were created to love deeply. I am healing the wounds that you don't even have the words to describe, yet the ones that have been festering in the dark of your subconscious. I have seen the betrayal that cut you to the core. I saw when you gave your last bit of energy, your last dollar, and your last ounce of patience to someone who eventually turned their back on you. I watched as those you once called friends or family walked away when your season turned cold, forgetting the warmth you provided them when they were in need. It hurts to be used as a bridge for others to cross, only to have them burn that bridge once they reach the other side. I know the sting of being misunderstood and the frustration of having your kindness mistaken for weakness. But hear me now, I am your vindicator. While they may have forgotten your sacrifices, I have recorded every one of them in the book of heaven. I am the God who sees the heart, and I am already moving behind the scenes to bring justice to the situations where you were wronged. Do not let bitterness take root in the soil where I am trying to grow a garden of peace. I am removing the people who were only meant for a season so that I can bring in the ones who are destined for your lifetime. You have been a reservoir for others, but I am making you a fountain that is fed directly by my Spirit. Right now, my beloved, I want you to perform a small act of faith. Stop for a moment and place your right hand over your heart. Can you feel that steady rhythm that is the sound of my faithfulness? Each beat is a reminder that I am not finished with you yet. As your hand rests there, I want you to imagine my light flowing through your palm and into the center of your being, specifically targeting the cracks in your heart left by disappointment and grief. I am mending the torn fabric of your spirit. I am filling the empty spaces left by those who walked away with a love that is constant, unwavering, and eternal. Feel the warmth of my presence beginning to melt the ice of loneliness. You are cherished beyond measure. You are the apple of my eye, and I am hovering over you like a shield. The world may have let you down, but I will never leave you nor forsake you. The silent battles you have fought are coming to an end, and I am crowning you with a beauty that comes only after the fire. You are being restored not just to who you were, but to a more glorious version that reflects my own resilience. This is the moment where the narrative of your life shifts from the one who suffered to the one who overcame. I am giving you a garment of praise instead of a spirit of heaviness. I am rewriting the memories that cause you to wince in pain, replacing them with a peace that surpasses all understanding. You will no longer look back at your past with a sense of loss, but with the realization that I was using every heartbreak to prune you for a magnificent harvest. The tears of the night are being replaced by the shouting of the morning. Hold on just a little longer, for the sun is beginning to rise on a version of your life you never thought possible. You have survived the worst of the storms, and now you are ready to receive the best of my blessings. Let the tension leave your chest as you accept that I am in control of the outcome. You are safe in my hands, and the tears you shed today are the last of the old season. Tomorrow brings a new song. My chosen one. I have watched you walk a path that many would fear to even look upon. I see the isolation that wraps around you like a heavy cloak, the feeling of being in a room full of people, and yet knowing that no one truly understands the frequency of your soul. You have often wondered why you don't fit in, why you can't simply be content with the superficial things that satisfy others. This is because I have set you apart. You are not meant to blend into the world. You were created to transform it. The loneliness you feel is not a punishment. It is a sacred separation. I have pulled you away from the noise so that you could learn to recognize my whisper. I have allowed the world to misunderstand you so that you would seek your identity in me alone. You have faced battles in the spirit that others cannot even perceive, unseen weights, sudden waves of dread, and a sense of being targeted by forces you cannot name. I am here to tell you that I have seen every skirmish, and I have been your shield through every midnight assault. Have you wondered why things often seem to go wrong for you at the very last minute? Why the doors that open so easily for others seem to slam shut with a violent force just as you reach for the handle? You have felt as though you are under a cloud of bad luck, as if there is a resistance following you wherever you go. My child, the enemy does not attack those who are no threat. The intensity of the opposition you face is a direct reflection of the magnitude of the light you carry. The darkness is trying to extinguish you before you realize who you truly are. You have been in a hidden season, a time of being forged in the secret place where no one sees your struggle. But know this, what you are going through is not your destruction. It is your development. I am not allowing you to be broken. I am allowing you to be built into a vessel that can carry the weight of the glory I'm about to pour into your life. You are being trained to rule in the midst of your enemies. I have seen the way you question my silence during these battles. You have asked, Lord, where are you when the ground is shaking? I was right there steadying your feet. My silence is not abandonment. It is a test of the faith you have cultivated in the light. I'm teaching you that you do not need to see the victory to know that the victory is yours. Stop trying to avoid the storm and learn to stand in it, for I am the rock beneath your feet. The enemy can send his best shot, but because your house is built on me, it will never be enough to tear you down. The very trouble that was sent to stop you is being redirected by my hand to push you forward into your destiny. You are more powerful than you know, for the same power that raised the dead lives within you. The spiritual attacks you have endured are only evidence that you are encroaching on the territory of the enemy. You are an intruder in the kingdom of darkness, and I am the general of your soul. I am calling you to rise up from the posture of a victim. No longer shall you say, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, you shall say, "What is this preparing me for?" On the other side of this difficulty is a new level of your authority. I am maturing your character so that when I open the massive doors of blessing, you will have the strength to hold them open for others. You are an ambassador of my kingdom, and the battles you fight are securing the ground for generations to come. Do not be discouraged by the silence or the solitude. I am with you in the trenches. I am the commander of the heavenly hosts, and I have surrounded you with a legion of angels that you cannot see. The battle is already won. You are simply walking through the manifestation of the victory. Hold your head high, chosen one. Your scars are not signs of defeat. They are the credentials of a conqueror. My child, you have asked me in the depths of your despair, why is the storm so fierce? Why does it feel as though the very foundations of my life are being shaken? Hear my voice today. The intensity of the winds you are facing is not a sign that you are lost, but a confirmation that you are incredibly close to your destination. You must understand that a candle in a dark room does not draw much attention, but a torch on a hill can be seen for miles. You are that torch. The darkness is not attacking you because you are weak. It is attacking you because it is terrified of what you will become once you step into the full authority I have given you. The enemy does not send his strongest storms against those who are wandering aimlessly. He sends them against the ones who are carrying the keys to the kingdoms. If the battle feels personal, it is because it is. If the pressure feels unbearable, it is because the diamond within you is being perfected. I'm not allowing this storm to destroy you. I'm allowing it to reveal what you are made of and to prove that you are unshakable. Understand this divine truth. I am using the wind and the rain to do a work in your life that you could never do for yourself. Look closely at the things that have been blown away during this season. There were people in your life who were like dead branches. They looked like they were part of you, but they were actually draining your life force and offering no shade in return. I allowed the storm to shake your tree so that everything not rooted in my love would fall away. I am clearing the path of those who would have slowed you down, those who were whispering doubt in your ear when I was trying to speak of your greatness. Do not mourn the loss of what the storm took, for if it could be moved by the wind, it was not strong enough to survive where I am taking you. I'm stripping away the false comforts and the shaky alliances to leave you with a foundation that is built solely on me. This process is painful, yes, but it is necessary. You cannot enter your new territory carrying the baggage of your old life. I am making room for the new thing I promised, and the space must be cleared before the foundation of your future can be laid. I want you to see the storm through my eyes. To you, it looks like chaos, but to me, it is a masterfully orchestrated transition. I'm repositioning you. I'm shifting the atmosphere of your life so that you can breathe in the air of the supernatural. The reason the resistance has been so high is that you are about to break through a spiritual ceiling. You have been playing small for too long, staying in the shallow waters where it felt safe. But I have called you to the deep, and in the deep the waves are larger and the currents are stronger. Do not be afraid of the height of the waves, for I am the one who measures the oceans in the hollow of my hand. Every challenge you have faced, every no you have received, and every door that was slammed in your face was my divine protection in disguise. I was shielding you from opportunities that would have led to your ruin, and from people who would have stolen your peace. I am your shield and your very great reward. The storm is not your end. It is your entrance exam into a higher dimension of my glory, where you will operate with a power you never thought possible. Hold on to my hand and do not let go. I am leading you through the eye of the hurricane into a place of absolute stillness. This fiercer than usual battle is only happening because the breakthrough is closer than you have ever been. When the enemy realizes his time is short, he increases his efforts, but he has already lost the war for your soul. I have already spoken the word of victory over your situation. The clouds are already starting to thin, though you cannot see it yet. I am the master of the waves, and I am telling you to be still and know that I am God. You are being refined in the furnace of affliction, and you will emerge not smelling of smoke, but shining with the brilliance of pure gold. You are my chosen one, and I have ordained this moment for your rise. The very wind that tried to knock you down is the same wind I will use to propel you into your destiny. Trust the process. Trust my timing, and above all, trust my heart. I love you with an everlasting love, and I will not let the waters overflow you. The intensity of your struggle is the measure of your significance. If you were ordinary, your life would be easy, but you are extraordinary, and the trials you face are the hammers and chisels I use to sculpt your soul. Every tear you've shed has washed your eyes so you can see my vision more clearly. Every moment of loneliness has taught you to rely on my presence. You are being fireproofed in this season so that when you walk into the heat of your success, you will not be consumed. This storm is the boundary between your past of lack and your future of abundance. It is the final gate you must pass through. Stand firm, wrap my promises around you like a cloak, and watch as I command the winds to cease. You are being prepared to handle the weight of the blessings that are coming, blessings so heavy they would have crushed the person you were a year ago. But today, you are ready. My child, have you ever looked at the world around you and felt like a stranger in a foreign land? Have you felt a persistent ache, a longing for a home you cannot quite describe, or a sense that you speak a language of the heart that no one around you understands? This feeling of not belonging is not a mistake, nor is it a sign of your failure. It is the mark of my seal upon your life. You feel out of place because you are out of place. You were never meant to fit into the structures of a world that thrives on shadow ego and temporary gains. If you belonged to this world, it would embrace you. It would applaud your every move and love you as its own. But because you do not belong to the world, because I have hand-picked you and pulled you out of the darkness, the world reacts to you with confusion, resistance, and sometimes even hostility. Do not be surprised by the coldness of those around you. It is simply the reaction of the darkness to the light that I have placed within your spirit. You are a citizen of a higher realm, and your soul remembers the atmosphere of heaven. You carry a royal DNA, a lineage that traces back to the very throne of grace. You are a citizen of a kingdom where truth is the currency and love is the law. When you walk into a room, you bring an atmosphere with you that disrupts the status quo. You are a light bearer, and light naturally exposes what is hidden in the dark. This is why people sometimes distance themselves from you without explanation, or why you are often the target of unprovoked envy and misunderstanding. It is not about you as a person. It is about the seal of the chosen that glows upon your soul. You represent a reality that they are not yet ready to face. I have placed a spiritual interference between you and the world's ways to protect your purpose. If you are too comfortable in the world, you would never fulfill the assignment I have for you. Your discomfort is the catalyst for your growth, and your isolation is the cocoon where I am weaving your wings. You are being preserved for a glory that the world cannot give and cannot take away. The seal of the chosen is not just a mark of distinction. It is a weight of responsibility and a shield of divine protection. It means that you cannot do what others do. You cannot go where others go. You cannot settle for the mediocrity that others find acceptable. I have called you to a higher standard because I have called you to a higher glory. This seal is your safety. When the enemy looks at you, he does not see a vulnerable human. He sees the signature of the Almighty. He sees that you are my property, bought with a price and protected by the blood of my eternal covenant. Even in your moments of deepest doubt, when you feel you have failed me, the seal remains. It is permanent. It is the reason why, despite every attempt of the enemy to break you, you are still here. The fire could not consume you, and the water could not drown you, because I have placed my name upon you. You are my masterpiece in progress, and I am the potter who will not let the clay be destroyed. You are marked for victory, and that mark is recognized by every power in the spiritual realm. Stop trying to hide your light just to make others feel comfortable. Stop trying to dim your radiance so you can blend in with the shadows. I did not create you to be a shadow. I created you to be a sun. The world needs the very things that make you different. Your empathy, your discernment, your hunger for justice, and your unwavering faith are the tools I will use to heal the brokenhearted and set the captives free. You are an ambassador of the light, and you are currently stationed in a territory that desperately needs what you carry. Embrace the chosen one's seal with both pride and humility. You are royalty walking in disguise, and very soon the disguise will be removed to reveal the authority I've invested in you. You have been tested in the secret places, you have been refined in the furnace of silence, and you have been found faithful. The season of being hidden and misunderstood is coming to an end, and the season of being manifested as my child is at hand. Stand tall today, my beloved. Let the realization of who you are sink deep into your bones and settle your racing heart. You are not a random accident of nature. You are a deliberate design of the Creator. I knew you before I formed the foundations of the earth, and I chose you for this specific time, this specific battle, and this specific victory. The seal on your life is a promise that I am with you always, even to the end of the age. You have the DNA of a conqueror flowing through your spirit because you are born of me. Nothing can separate you from my love, and nothing can stop the destiny I have written in the stars for you. The world may reject you, but I have accepted you. The world may judge you, but I have justified you. The world may label you as strange, but I label you as mine. You are a royal priesthood, a holy nation, and a peculiar treasure. Walk in that truth and watch how the shadows begin to flee from your path. My beloved child, look out at the horizon of your life and see the waves that have been crashing against your shores. To you, they seem like giants, towering walls of water, ready to consume everything you have worked so hard to build. But I want you to see them through my eyes. I am the architect of the oceans and the master of the deep. I am the one who gathered the waters into one place and set the boundaries for the tides, telling them, this far you may come and no farther. If I can command the vast Atlantic and the deep Pacific, do you not think I can command the turbulence in your heart? Do you not realize that the very wind that frightens you is merely a breath from my nostrils? There is no storm so large that it can hide you from my sight, and there is no wave so high that it can rise above my throne. I am standing on the surface of your chaos, and I am not sinking. I am the solid ground in the middle of your liquid fear. Recall the moment when the disciples were tossed in the middle of the sea, screaming in terror while the boat took on water. They thought their end had come, yet I was resting. I was resting because I knew that 1,000 storms are nothing compared to one word from my mouth. When I stood up and spoke to the elements, I did not have to shout. I simply said, "Peace, be still," and the atmosphere had no choice but to obey. That same authority is active in your life right this second. I'm standing up in the boat of your life, and I am speaking those same words over your finances, over your health, and over your broken relationships. Peace, be still. The wind must die down. The waves must flatten. The chaos must submit to the order of my spirit. You have been fighting the waves with your own strength, trying to bail out the water with a tiny bucket of worry. But I am here to tell you to drop the bucket and trust the Master. Before I reveal the next level of the miraculous shift that is about to take place in your reality, I want to invite you into a deeper covenant with me. If you feel the weight of my presence and you know in your spirit that I am the Master who can calm your personal storm, then do not remain a silent observer. Press the like button on this video and subscribe to this channel right now. By doing this, you are not just following a channel. You are joining a holy community of believers who have decided to fix their eyes on me instead of the waves. This is your act of agreement with heaven. As you click, imagine yourself stepping out of the boat and onto the water, with me leaving your fear behind and embracing the supernatural peace that only I can provide. This is the moment your alignment changes, shifting from a victim of the storm to a walker on the waves. My precious one, the resistance you have faced was only because the enemy knew I was about to manifest my power through you. But now the silence is over. I'm moving. I'm rearranging the circumstances that felt permanent. I'm turning the tide in your favor. If you believe that I am currently quieting the storm in your life, if you believe that I am the master of your waves and the captain of your soul, then let your voice be heard in the courts of heaven. Type "I believe" in the comments right now. Let this be your shout of victory before the clouds even clear. When you type those words, you are releasing your faith like a heat-seeking missile against the strongholds of the enemy. You are declaring to the spiritual realm that you trust my timing and my power above all else. Do not hesitate. Your words carry power when they are joined with my promises. Know that even as the spray of the sea hits your face, my hand is firmly on the rudder of your destiny. You are not drifting aimlessly. I am steering you toward a land of abundance, a shore where the sun never sets and the provision never runs dry. The storm was merely the transportation I used to get you away from the shallow places that were holding you back. You are being launched into the deep where the great catches are made. Rest in the knowledge that I am with you and I am in control. The Master of the Waves has spoken, and the peace I give is a peace that the world cannot understand and the storm cannot take away. Your shore is in sight, and the waters are becoming as smooth as glass. Walk with me now, for the miracle is already under your feet. My child, listen closely, for the atmosphere around you has already begun to vibrate with the frequency of change. I am announcing to you today that an immediate shift is taking place in the unseen realm, and within the next 24 hours, you will begin to see the tangible evidence of my hand moving on your behalf. You have been stuck in a cycle of not yet for so long that your spirit has become accustomed to the delay. But I am declaring that the delay is over. This very moment marks the beginning of a rapid acceleration. While you were sleeping, I was working. While you were weeping, I was weaving a new garment of favor for you. Do not look at the clock or the calendar with anxiety. Look at them with expectation. I am the God of the sudden breakthrough, and I am about to perform a work in your days that will leave you in awe of my precision. This is not a distant promise for a far-off year. This is a word for your right now. The gears of heaven have shifted, and the obstacles that blocked your path yesterday are being dismantled as I speak. Watch your inbox, listen for the ring of your phone, and be alert to the conversations of strangers, for I am sending messengers to deliver the answers you have been crying out for. For some of you, it will be a message of reconciliation from someone you thought was gone forever. For others, it will be an unexpected financial opening or an email containing the yes that you have been waiting to hear for months. I am moving the hearts of people in positions of power. I am causing them to remember your name and to feel a divine compulsion to favor you. You do not need to manipulate these situations or strive to make them happen. Like a flower that opens to the morning sun, your blessing will unfold naturally because it is its appointed time. I am the God of the 11th hour, and just when you thought the opportunity had passed, I am bringing it back to life with greater vitality than before. The heavy clouds are parting, and the first rays of your new season are touching your face even as you listen to these words. Even before the external evidence arrives, pay attention to the shift happening within your own chest. Do you feel that sudden, unexplainable peace that is beginning to settle where panic once resided? This inner tranquility is the first sign of your miracle. It is the signature of my spirit letting you know that the battle is won. You will find that the things that triggered your anxiety yesterday no longer have the power to disturb you today. You are being fireproofed from the inside out. I'm quieting the racing thoughts and the what-if scenarios that have kept you prisoner. This mental clarity is the foundation upon which I will build your new reality. You cannot manage the abundance I am bringing if your mind is cluttered with the debris of past failures. Therefore, I'm clearing the deck of your soul. Receive this peace as the down payment on the prosperity that is following close behind. The shift has started in the core of your being, and it will radiate outward until it touches every circumstance in your life. My beloved, I'm asking you to hold a posture of radical expectation. Do not look for the how or the when, but focus on the who. I am the one who makes a way where there is no way. I am the one who brings water from the rock and manna from the sky. Your part is to stay in agreement with my word and to refuse to let doubt steal your seed. The enemy will try to whisper that this is too good to be true or that you are delusional, but remember that my truth is higher than your facts. The fact may be that your bank account is low, but the truth is that I am your provider. The fact may be that your body is tired, but the truth is that I am your strength. Stand on the truth and watch the facts change to line up with my decree. You're on the verge of a testimony that will encourage thousands. The shift is not coming, the shift is here. Walk through this day as if every promise has already been fulfilled, for in my eyes it is already done. Your 24-hour window has begun. My precious child, I have seen you looking back at the calendar with a heavy heart, counting the months and years that seem to have been swallowed by sorrow, struggle, and stagnant waiting. I have heard the whisper of your soul, asking, "Is it too late for me? Have I missed my window of opportunity?" I see the pain of the time you spent in relationships that drained you, the years you gave to a job that did not value you, and the seasons where your health or your finances were under constant attack. You feel as though you are behind, as though others have surpassed you while you are stuck in the mud of circumstance. But I am the Lord of time and eternity, and I am here to tell you that in my kingdom nothing is ever truly lost. I am the God who can compress decades of blessing into a single moment of favor. I am stepping into your timeline right now to enact a divine restoration that will make the years of lack look like a distant, fading shadow. Here, my promise to you this day, I will repay you for the years that the locusts have eaten. I will restore the joy, the strength, and the resources that the enemy tried to steal from you. You are not behind. You are being prepared. Every year you spent in the hidden season was not a waste. It was an investment in the depth of your character. I've seen every sacrifice you made when no one was looking, every penny you shared when you barely had enough for yourself, and every hour you spent in prayer when the heavens seemed like brass. I am the just judge, and I am releasing the back pay of heaven into your life. The windows of heaven are swinging open, and I am pouring out a blessing that you will not have room enough to receive. This is not just about survival. This is about an overflow that will allow you to be a lighthouse of generosity to everyone around you. I am moving in the area of your finances and your provision. I have seen the bills that keep you awake at night and the anxiety that grips you when you think about your future. I am the great provider, and I have ways of opening doors that no man can shut. I'm bringing back opportunities that you thought had expired. I'm causing people to seek you out for your wisdom and your skills. There is a supernatural catch-up grace coming upon you. What takes others 20 years to build, I will cause you to accomplish in a fraction of the time, because my favor is upon you. You will find that debts are being cleared in ways you didn't expect, and resources are flowing from sources you haven't even thought of. I'm not just giving you enough to get by. I'm giving you enough to fulfill the dreams I placed in your heart before you were even born. You were not created for lack. You were created for abundance, and that abundance begins with the restoration of your peace. My beloved, I want you to take a moment to seal this promise of restoration. Do not let the spirit of poverty or the fear of the future stay in your heart. If you believe that I am the God who restores the lost years, and if you are ready to receive the overflow I am preparing for you, then make a declaration of faith. Type, I receive my restoration, or Sev7 in the comments right now. By doing this, you are telling the universe and every spiritual authority that you are no longer a victim of your past, but an heir to my future. You are putting a demand on my word, and I am honored by your boldness. Let the sound of your agreement echo in the halls of heaven. As you type, feel the weight of regret lifting off your shoulders. The locusts are gone, and the harvest is here. You are entering a season where the harvest will overtake the plowmen. You won't even have time to finish one blessing before the next one arrives. I am restoring your reputation, your influence, and your vitality. The strength you thought was gone forever is being renewed within your very cells. You will run and not be weary. You will walk and not faint. People will look at you and wonder how you recovered so quickly and how you achieved so much in such a short time. Your answer will be simple. The Lord has done great things for me. Rest in this truth tonight. Your storehouses are being filled and your heart is being made whole. The years of leaning are over. The years of leading have begun. I am with you, and my hand is open wide to bless you. My precious child, I have walked with you through the long corridors of your loneliness. I have seen the empty chairs at your table and the names on your phone that you no longer call. I know the sting of betrayal, the way it feels like a physical wound in your chest when someone you trusted with your deepest secrets becomes a stranger, or worse, an enemy. I was there when you were excluded from the gathering, when the laughter stopped as you entered the room, and when the people you poured your life into walked away without a single word of gratitude. You have asked me why your heart has to be so soft in a world that is so hard. I am here to tell you that your capacity to love is your greatest strength, not your weakness. I am the mender of broken hearts, and tonight I am stepping into the ruins of your relationships to bring a restoration that only the Creator of the soul can perform. I am healing the fractures you thought were permanent, and I am washing away the residue of every harsh word spoken against you. I want you to understand a divine truth. Some of those endings were actually my interventions. I heard the conversations they had about you when you were not in the room. I saw the hidden agendas and the subtle ways they were trying to dim your light to make themselves feel brighter. I allowed the separation because I could not take you to the heights of your destiny while you were tethered to people who were content to stay in the valley. I am the divine filter of your life. When I remove someone, it is because I have heard their heart, and I am protecting yours. Do not chase after those I have released from your journey. If they walked away when things got difficult, they were never meant to be there when the harvest arrived. I'm clearing the space around you so that I can bring in the people of the kingdom, those who will sharpen you, cover you, and celebrate the grace I have placed upon you. The season of being used and discarded is over. The season of being honored and cherished has begun. I am prophesying over your social circle and your family tree right now. I am bringing forth destiny helpers, soulmates of the Spirit, who will recognize your value without you having to prove it. These are people who will stay through the fire, who will hold up your arms when you are weary, and who will pray for you in the secret place. I'm restoring relationships that were broken by misunderstanding and pride. For those family members who have been distant, I'm softening their hearts and opening a path for reconciliation that is based on truth and mutual respect. But for the connections that were toxic and meant for your destruction, I'm giving you the strength to let go with love and the wisdom to walk in your newfound freedom. You will no longer beg for a seat at tables where you are not welcome, for I am preparing a table for you in the presence of your enemies, and your cup will run over with the oil of my favor. And for those who have hurt you deeply, those who have slandered your name and tried to destroy your reputation, watch what I do. I am your vindicator. I do not need you to fight this battle with words or anger. Your silence in the face of accusation is your greatest weapon, for it allows me to move with the full weight of my justice. The very people who counted you out will soon have to watch as I count you in. They will see the peace in your eyes and the prosperity in your hands, and they will realize that they did not lose a burden, they lost a blessing. I am making your life a testimony of my goodness, and even your former enemies will be forced to acknowledge that my hand is upon you. You are being elevated, not for the sake of pride, but so that my light can shine through the restoration of your life. My beloved, I want you to release the bitterness that has been a heavy stone in your pocket. It is time to let it go, so your hands are empty and ready to receive the new bonds I am bringing. If you believe that I am healing your broken bonds and bringing destiny-aligned people into your life, then perform this act of faith. Type "Healing is mine" or 1212 in the comments right now to signal that you are ready for a new circle of love. By doing this, you are closing the door on the ghosts of the past and opening your heart to the loyal friends and family I have already appointed for you. As you type, feel the resentment leaving your soul. You are forgiven, you are loved, and you are about to be surrounded by the right people at the right time. Rest in the knowledge that I am your ultimate companion, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. My beloved, lift your eyes and look toward the edge of the world you once knew. The sky is no longer bruised with the purple of the storm. It is blushing with the golden light of a new dawn. I am showing you a new horizon, a vista of your life that you have not yet dared to imagine because you were too busy surviving the trenches. But I am declaring to you today that your survival season is officially over and your thriving season has begun. In the next 3 months, 90 days of divine acceleration, you will witness a transformation so profound that you will look back at the person you are today and barely recognize them. I am taking the fragments of your broken dreams and the lessons from your hardest battles to build a foundation that is unshakable. You have been in the waiting room, which you thought was a prison, but I was using that time as a construction site. Now the scaffolding is coming down, and the masterpiece of your life is about to be unveiled to a world that once doubted you. In this first month of your new horizon, you will feel a shift in your internal compass. The fog of confusion is lifting, and for the first time in years, you will see your path with crystal clarity. I am giving you the spirit of the lion, a boldness that replaces the timidness of your past. You will find yourself speaking up in rooms where you used to stay silent. You will set boundaries with a firm hand and a heart of peace, no longer allowing the toxicity of others to drain your anointing. I am positioning you for a promotion that is not based on your credentials, but on my favor. I'm going to cause your name to be brought up in conversations you are not a part of. People in high places will feel a sudden, inexplicable urge to open doors for you, to offer you opportunities that seem too big for your experience. But remember, I don't give big assignments to small people. I have spent years making you big on the inside so you can handle the weight of the blessing on the outside. As you enter the second month of this prophecy, the financial and relational restoration we spoke of will begin to take root and bloom. You will see a physical manifestation of the catch-up grace. Projects that were stalled for years will suddenly move forward in days. The resources you need will appear with such precision that you will know without a shadow of a doubt that it is my hand at work. I'm quieting the spirit of lack that has haunted your family line for generations. You are the cycle breaker. You are the one who will leave an inheritance not just of money, but of faith and resilience. During this time, I will also bring a deepening of your spiritual senses. You will hear my voice not as a distant echo, but as a constant, comforting guide. Your dreams will become vivid, filled with strategies and revelations for your future. You will move with a knowing that confuses those who rely only on logic. By the third month of this new horizon, you will stand in a place of total recognition, not just from others, but recognition of yourself as my chosen one. The scars that used to cause you shame will now be your credentials of authority. You will look at the people who tried to break you, and you will feel nothing but a profound, detached compassion, for you will realize they were merely tools used to sharpen your spirit. You will walk through your days with a fearless spirit, a quiet confidence that nothing in this world can touch your peace. You will be settled. You will be established. You will be the head and not the tail. This new horizon is not a temporary high. It is your new permanent residence. You are stepping into the much that I promised because you were faithful in the little. Your light will be so bright that people will come to you for direction, and you will lead them to the source of your strength. Child, do not be afraid of the height I am taking you to. The altitude may be different, but I am the one providing the oxygen. I'm expanding your capacity to receive, to lead, and to love. The new horizon is not just a change in your circumstances, it is a change in your identity. You are no longer the one who is trying to make it. You are the one who has already been blessed. Carry this vision in your heart every morning when you wake up. When the enemy tries to remind you of the storm you just left, remind him of the horizon you are walking toward. The best days of your life are not behind you. They are unfolding beneath your feet right now. Every step you take from this moment on is a step toward the fullness of your destiny. My beloved, come closer and hear the finality of my decree. We are entering into a sacred covenant of peace that no power in hell, no malice on earth, and no shadow of your past can ever break. I am not just giving you a temporary reprieve from your troubles, I'm establishing an eternal sanctuary within your spirit. I'm sealing this promise not with words of men, but with the authority of my own blood and the unquenchable radiance of my light. This is my oath to you. The warfare you have known is finished. The season of looking over your shoulder in fear is over. I am drawing a line in the spiritual sand, and I am telling the enemy that he has reached his limit. He can no longer touch your mind. He can no longer steal your joy, and he can no longer lay a finger on the destiny I've carved for you. You are now under the shadow of my wings, a place where the arrows of the wicked cannot fly, and the schemes of the darkness melt like wax before the fire. I want you to feel the weight of this protection settling over your life like a royal robe. I protect your path ensuring that your feet do not stumble even on the darkest mountain. I protect your sleep, standing guard at the door of your mind so that no nightmare or spirit of anxiety can disturb your rest. I protect your future, weaving every challenge into a tapestry of victory that will leave the world in awe. You can go to sleep tonight in absolute certainty, knowing that the master of the universe is your personal watchman. The heavy armor you have been wearing to survive is no longer needed. You can lay it down at my feet. I am your shield, I am your fortress, and I am your very great reward. The covenant I make with you today is unbreakable because it is founded on my character, and I do not change. When the world is in chaos, you will be in calm. When others are trembling, you will be standing firm on the rock of ages. This peace is not a fragile thing that depends on your surroundings. It is a dominant force that will dictate your atmosphere. From this moment on, you will walk with the quiet dignity of a soul that knows its home. You are covered, you are hidden in me, and you are invincible as long as you remain in my love. I have seen your struggles, and I have rewarded your endurance. Now receive the crown of my peace. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment I shall condemn. This is your heritage as my chosen one. Go forth now, not as one who is searching for a miracle, but as one who carries the miracle maker inside. The covenant is signed, the seal is set, and your soul is finally at rest. My peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. My child, the moment of activation has arrived. I have spoken the words, and they are now pulsating within your spirit, waiting for your final breath of agreement to manifest in the physical world. This message was not just for your ears, it was a divine surgery for your soul. You're no longer the person who started this message. You have been washed, refined, and repositioned. The miracle is not coming. It is being activated within you right now. As you carry this word into your life, the very ground you walk upon will respond to the authority I have placed in you. The chains have fallen, the doors are open, and the light is shining. Do not look back at the darkness, for it no longer has a claim on your life. You are moving into a realm of glory that requires your full presence and your unwavering faith. This is your time to shine, for your light has come, and my glory has risen upon you. Now I want you to seal this prophecy so that no thief can steal the seed I have planted in your heart today. It is time to lock this blessing into your reality. Do not leave this sacred space without making your mark in the courts of heaven. Type, "I receive this peace," or "It is done," in the comments right now to signify your total acceptance of my word. By doing this, you are telling the angels to record your name in the book of those who are walking into their harvest tonight. This is your final act of faith for this session. As you type those letters, feel the finality of the victory. It is finished. The struggle is over. The restoration is certain. Let your Amen be a thunderclap that echoes through the spiritual realm, silencing every voice of doubt and every whisper of the enemy forever. Do not walk this path alone, for I have called you to a community of light bearers. If you have felt the power of my voice and the warmth of my touch today, do not leave this family. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel one last time to signal your commitment to this journey of the Spirit. By joining this family of the chosen ones, you are ensuring that my word continues to find its way into your daily life, keeping your flame burning bright when the world grows cold. Share this light with 3 people who are also in the storm, for as you become a vessel for my blessing to others, I will ensure that your own reservoir never runs dry. You are part of something magnificent, a move of my spirit that is sweeping across the earth, and I am honored to call you my own. But remember, my precious one, this is only the beginning of our deeper conversation. You have received the peace to quiet the storm, but there is more that I want to reveal to you. Tomorrow, I have a secret I want to share, a secret key that will unlock the treasure chambers that the enemy has tried to keep hidden from you for generations. There are riches of wisdom, health, and abundance that have your name on them, and I am ready to show you how to turn the key. Stay alert, keep your heart open. I will speak to you again very soon. Go now, sleep in the arms of my peace and wake up as the conqueror I have created you to be. I am with you always. It is done. Amen.